sizeless, genderless, and seasonless. Okay, so one thing I can say about the Row is I've seen their clothes even, you know, at a secondhand store that's been worn, you know, and it still is good. It still has more life in it. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl Sierra. Yeah. Oh. This is Dasha, our new little doggy, and I love her so much. She's the best little cuddle buddy. We just adopted her like 2 days ago, and yeah, I just wanted y'all to meet her. You'll probably be seeing her in my videos because I'm that type of a dog mom. So in today's video, I wanted to go through a couple of the looks from spring summer 22 that I find to be very practical. And basically, if you got the coin, some of y'all got coin, okay? Some of y'all might can buy me a piece or two. These are pieces that I find to be really good investment pieces for the spring and also for all year round, because y'all know how designers be like, oh, spring, summer, fall, winter, when some of the pieces on the runway be really seasonless. Yeah, so I'm gonna be telling you guys a little bit about the designers as well as the looks. So let's hop right into it. So one of the first shows that I seen from spring summer 22 collections was Duckie Brown. And I was immediately captivated. And if y'all don't know who Duckie Brown is, get into it. Duckie Brown is a New York-based menswear designer, and he's been around since 2001. Well, actually, I want to say they, because it's a duo. Stephen Cox, who I guess is referred to as Duckie, and his partner Daniel Silver, who actually handles like the more PR side of the business and, you know, the stuff that's not fun, the non-creative stuff. Although I think that he has some bit of a input when it comes to the design process as well. And I was actually watching one of their interviews that they just recently did, I think a couple months ago. And Stephen Cox, who again is referred to as Duckie, I guess, he used to work for John Galliano, and he was just talking about that a little bit, and as well as his coming up, which I am really intrigued by. And I thought it was really interesting that they started so late, and not so late, but I feel like typically designers start interning when they're like 18, and then by the time they're like 20, 21, 22, they're like have full-blown collection started. So I guess you can say they didn't take the so traditional route. Stephen Cox was actually in his 30s, and his partner Daniel Silver was actually in his 40s when they founded Duckie Brown 20 years ago. That just goes to show you, like, don't let nobody tell you that you have to be done with something by a certain time in your life. You know, what's meant to happen will happen to you in the time that it is supposed to happen. And they founded the brand with a vision to deconstruct what people thought of as menswear. So they used a lot of like colors. Again, I was watching another one of their interviews, and Duckie Brown was saying, as a gay man, he was even scared to really exude his femininity, and he used to look at things as too gay. And I'm assuming as he got older, his perspective started to change a little bit, and he started to become more comfortable in his skin, which I would say that's why I look up to people that's over 30 when it comes to style inspiration, because I feel like only then, once you've experienced a little bit more, once you've, you know, just lived a little bit more on this earth, do you start to know yourself a little bit. Really, at any age, I feel like we all still figuring it out, but especially in your 20s, like, we don't know shit. So I think that it was actually genius for them to start a brand when they were a little bit more familiar with, you know, who they were as people. And when they first came out with their brand, you would see that they used a lot of like colors, which you didn't see a lot of menswear brands using a lot of color as they did. And I feel like, again, they just really were the ripple to the wave when it came to expanding what people seen as menswear. And their looks were always styled in really fun, quirky ways, but really, really good tailoring, which they've kept that same good style, good tailoring throughout the years. And they have had a lot of success throughout the years. They've been nominated for a couple CFDA awards. They've been carried in Barney's and Saks and other retailers all across the world. And fast forward to today, I actually found out that they are celebrating their 20th anniversary, which they were talking about in an interview that I'm gonna link down below for you guys. You should definitely check it out. I just feel like both of them, Stephen Cox and Daniel Silver, I just love the type of energy that they exude. I love the gems, the knowledge that they be dropping. And they just the way they carry themselves. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Again, if you check out their interview that I'm going to link down below for y'all, I just think that they are just such an inspiring pair. And they also said that they're going to come out with a book, I guess, showcasing their looks throughout the year. So I'm definitely going to be out on the lookout for that. Also, as of today, Duckie Brown is no longer known as a menswear brand. They are known as a brand for any and everyone. One thing that Daniel Silver actually mentioned in the interview is their brand is now sizeless, genderless, and seasonless. Okay, so that means that these clothes are forever and ever, and the fact that you can wear them all year round, you know, it's not a cheap brand. You know, they are using really good fabrics. It's a luxury brand, and the fact that you can wear their garments all year round, I mean, it really takes your dollar far. And that's something that I myself can really appreciate, because I, you know, am not balling, I'm not rolling in dough. So the pieces that I choose to invest in are pieces that I do find to be, you know, seasonless for the most part. And one of my most favorite things about this brand is the fact that you can no longer shop them at any big retailer anymore. They are strictly direct to consumer. They have a studio here in New York in the West Village, I believe, and basically to buy their clothes, y'all, you got to make an appointment and come to their studio and shop with them personally, or via FaceTime, I guess, if you live somewhere other than New York. And I actually met Stephen Cox, or Duckie, and his partner Daniel like 2 years ago when I first moved here to New York. They had like an event at their studio, which I think they do like monthly, showcasing like new designers, which is also really cool. And anyway, I met them and I just thought that they were just such down-to-earth people. They were so nice. They made me just feel like so special. Stephen Cox, freaking Duckie Brown, y'all, was styling me. I mean, it was just a really special moment that I'll remember probably forever. And one thing that I remember that Stephen Cox was saying was that when he was the most successful, he was the most unhappy. And I feel like that is kind of really speaks to the reason why they're probably direct to consumer now, because I feel like that away is still is fun. Less stress about dealing with the hoopla when it comes to, you know, different people carrying your garments. And another good thing about that is they actually get to know their clients. I read that like they are so familiar with their clients to the point where when they make a piece, they're like, oh yeah, we got this piece in that'll work really good with your wardrobe. It's just a really personalized experience. And I've got nothing but love and respect for Duckie Brown, y'all. Like, I'm definitely gonna go back to their showroom because I really want this one piece that we're gonna get into in a minute. Now that I've told you a little bit about Duckie Brown, let's get into the looks that I find to be super timeless and super classic. And if you don't have the coin, I'm not telling you to go out and buy these pieces. Again, these are just pieces that I found to be just really cool and just really timeless from these shows. So starting off strong, y'all, this is literally one of my most favorite looks, like damn near ever. Like, I feel like I would wear this dress literally all year round with my like tractor boots in the fall, with a little, you know, white sneaker in the spring, with a cute little flip-flop in the summer. Like, this dress is every freaking thing. And the pattern is actually made of like a sweatshirt pattern that I think he said he had for years, and I guess decided to make it into a freaking dress. I think that this piece is so freaking good, and also really speaks to the ethos of their brand today, because literally anyone could put this on. And I love it in this charcoal gray color. The way that it just lays and falls on the body is just freaking amazing. The cuffs at the sleeves, the seam going down the arms, it's just so freaking good, y'all. Next piece that I really love, really find to be timeless, is this long button down that he has on here. It's like a shirt dress, I guess you can say, but you can wear it as like a tunic, because as you can see here, he has pants styled underneath it. And again, the fact that it's multiple ways you can wear this piece, the fact that it's, you know, not too thick, the fact that it is in a neutral tone, it just really, I mean, it's a forever piece. And one thing that I've noticed about Duckie Brown today is they use a lot more neutral tones than they did when they first came out. Because when they first came out, I feel like they used a lot more color. Although the style hasn't changed much, which also just shows you that they had a vision in mind and, you know, stood 10 toes down throughout the years when it came to their aesthetic. The next show we're gonna be getting into is by The Row, and I feel like I've talked about the roll on my channel before, but in case you don't know about the roll, okay, it is founded by Mary Kate and Ashley, my fellow Cancer sisters. And they founded their brand in 2006 with the vision, with the mission to actually make just a t-shirt that could just be wearable and practical and made of really good fabric to, you know, wear with other pieces in your wardrobe. But since it has evolved obviously into a full-on brand, actually, if you go to their website on their about page, they have a quote that says it all, okay? It says that they are focused on exceptional fabrics, impeccable details, and precise tailoring. And the roll now offers kids, y'all, their kids' clothes are the cutest freaking thing. One thing I can say about the roll is I've seen their clothes even, you know, at a secondhand store that's been worn, you know, and it still is good. It still has more life in it. So I feel like their pieces are a bit pricey, but cost per wear, I mean, you're definitely gonna get your money's worth. The first look that we're gonna be getting into that I find to be classic and timeless is this white suit. And I know some of y'all think like, white Sierra, how the hell can you wear that all year round? Okay, I'm not one of those types of people who feel like you can only wear white before Labor Day, or is it after Labor Day? I don't even know, because I don't go by that rule. I think that there are no rules in fashion. I feel like you should wear, again, what you love and what you feel comfortable in, period. But yeah, back to this white suit. I think that it can definitely work all year round. And I just feel like the silhouette of this suit is just, again, so classic, and it's just so freaking good. My favorite thing about this suit though is definitely the pants. I love the freaking thick wide cuff at the bottom with a little flip-flop. I feel like this pant will also look good with a sneaker, with a boot. The way that it falls, it's just so freaking beautiful. And I love how structured the top of the blazer is, but how loose it is throughout the body. I think that it makes it very wearable throughout your wardrobe. If you want to be a little bit more structured or a little bit more formal throughout your look, you can do that, but you also can pull it off casually with like a pair of like denim if you wanted to. And this coat, blazer, dress, whatever you want to call it, obviously it's super versatile. You can wear it clean, how the model has it, with nothing underneath. I think that it looks just really seamless with the pants. Or you can wear it as a little coat on a fall day with just a t-shirt and a pair of jeans. It looks like it only has one little button that will cinch you in if you want it to be cinched. The fact that it doesn't have a lot of like hardware, you know, it's still very clean, so you can just, you know, wear it with a lot of accessories if you wanted to and not look super doing the most, or you can just keep it clean and sleek, how they have the model style here. So that actually sums up this video. Those are all of the collections that I'm going to be going over today / looks. If you guys really like this type of content, please let me know down in the comments, because I've actually never done a video like this before on my channel. But if you guys like it, I'll make sure to do it again. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Peace.